Hi, welcome to So Get the Podcast. I'm Katie. Let's get the show started. Before I get the show started, every minute, every hour, every day, every second, it's a try is happening every day. We gotta take care of one another. It gets worse before it gets better. Appreciate everyone for tapping in. You tuning in and watching, on YouTube, subscribe and like and turn on your notifications. And if you're on any other platform watching it, I support the supporting the platform. I'll surely appreciate it. Check out the merch, hats, hoodies, shirts, comforters, whatever that you might need and want is on the website. You can go to www.sogiftedproduction.com, and from there it'll take care of you. So I surely appreciate that. So for today's show, it's a lot on my radar that's taking place in the world. Last show we spoke about P. Diddy, aka Puffy. It's a lot that's taking place with his situation, the allegations, innocent until proven guilty. But at the end, if you have noticed the things that's in Hollywood, entertainment, even in corporate America, they all tied in. And it's a lot that's taking place with like CEOs, celebrities, closing down restaurants. Like I said, CEOs stepping down from their respectable position in the company, resigning, retiring, whatever the reasoning was. It's just happening all of a sudden. What you guys getting prepared for? Not alleging anything. I'm just saying this is what's taking place, and a lot of people that just know the surface information about what's transpiring with Diddy. He's locked up right now. They saying that he's definitely not eating any food because he doesn't trust anything. That type of ordeal. My thoughts and prayers goes out to him. But as far as the business aspect, a lot of people are stepping down in higher places, and someone will replace them. Have replaced them. You just haven't been aware of it yet, or on your radar, on your surface yet. But you got a few names that's been out there, that's already been out there. Most of you might be aware of it, like Obama, Ashton Kutcher, Kevin Hart, Usher. It's a few people. Excuse me. That name is in here. That's been seen in videos and pictures supporting Diddy a long time. Let's say a few other people like Mark Cuban, Justin Bieber. That's most people. He was, I believe, managing him at this for a moment. Usher was too. Prince Harry. It's just a few names that's out there. Once things start to pick up with his case, you're gonna be amazed of those who will be brought to the light that was doing things in the dark. A lot of names gonna be called. It's gonna be some individuals or groups or companies that you couldn't even imagine. That's part of that's allocating a lot of trafficking, racketeering and sex trafficking, a lot of different things, and it's very unfortunate. But I would like to talk about Kevin Hart. He had a location. I think it was like 4 locations called Hart House. It's a plant-based fast food restaurant founded by him. He suddenly just shut down all 4 of the locations. Kevin Hart vegan restaurant chain has quickly closed as Afrotech previously reported. The comedian launched Hart House in 2022 with the promise of opening more alongside what he called a premier lineup of associate and industry pioneers. And his first location opened in Westchester, California, near the Los Angeles International Airport. Statement: I am thrilled to announce that I have collaborated with all-star team of partners and industry leaders to create an industry-changing restaurant called Hart House. Hart wrote on Instagram at the time, this thing is going to be huge. We're going to serve delicious, sustainable food that delivers can't believe it flavor in every bite. We'll be opening our first few locations in the LA area, but we'll be expanding quickly. Hart House did deliver on its word to grow the business by 2024. Hart House has extended his portfolio with 3 additional California locations. Monrovia, University Park, and Hollywood. The draw has also been simple to ensure communities could have a healthy alternative to fast food as affordable cost. Menu items including plant-based burgers without the E, chicken sandwiches, salads, tenders, fries, tots, and milkshakes. Statement: the whole mission of Hart House is to bring affordable, quality, plant-based food to everyone. We want to ensure we are bringing Hart House to the communities that need more food option, Hart told Afrotech in an email interview. Despite having good intentions, Hart House has now closed abruptly after just over 2 years of operation. CBS News mentioned, thank you to our team, guests, and community who helped make the change we are craved. A heartfelt goodbye for now, and we start a new chapter, the company wrote on Instagram. Statement: the response to the products have been incredible, and we thank our committed team, our customers, and our community partners for helping make the change we are craved and for their unwavering support of Hart House. Hart House CEO Andy Hooper told Eater reason for why the chain closed were not provided. It's being alleged that Diddy helped that particular helping get that company off the ground, that industry. So like I said, just want to bring that up because there's definitely information out there, and them being close acquaintance and doing business or whatever the case. Went to a lot of parties, and just ironic, like I said, that he just closing all 4 of his restaurants down in Hollywood, around that area. And to get in that type of industry in that area, you gotta go through a few people. So it's very unfortunate that he just started that industry and he just had to close it down that quick. So someone's, why not you replace him, right? Most people love food. Definitely some good eats, some good old cooking, some good old soul food. Whatever you want to bring to the industry, why not you? They're looking for more catering and more chefs, people that just got a great knack for food, great taste for it. Why not you? We all can help with the economy that's taking place in the world. So with the CEOs, since I brought them up, I'm gonna name more than a few, but going on the lines, if you haven't heard about those CEOs that are, they are quitting at a record pace though. I'm saying like this. This is, they saying, News Nation, in the first 3 months of this year, more than 600 chief executive officers left their jobs, either through retirement, resigning, or being forced out. That's a 50% increase from the first quarter of 2023, according to the outplacement firm Challenger Gray and Christmas. The company's Andy Challenger says the big upstick may be linked to the COVID pandemic. Statement: companies were loath to let go of their leaders in the middle of the crisis, he told Marketplace earlier this year. Now it appears that the companies are not so skittish to part with their leaders. Other reasons for the increased turnover at the top of the retirement of baby boomers and increased stockholders' pressure to navigate difficult issues, including inflations and supply chain disruption, as well as social concern. Here's a list of the CEOs of major corporations who have recently left their jobs. And forgive me, with these names. Kamal Laos, most people know that name there. He's with the 300 Entertainment. Laos has been with the parent company Warner since 2004. In the past year, he has been a defender of Sean Diddy Combs, and some inside the company says Laos' exit could be a direct result. This is reported from TMZ. was it Laxman Shimhan, Starbucks. After less than 1 year in the position, he suddenly stepped down in August while no specific reason was given. Some investors was calling for measures to boost the stock price, and apparently worked at Starbucks. Stock surged by more than 24% after Nora Simhans resigning and the hiring of Brian Nicole, who is the CEO of Chipotle. David Calhoun, I think we spoke about that, and Boeing early in the year. Boeing well-documented trouble, especially in the flight structure failure of Alaska Airlines plan, may have caught up with Calhoun, but in March, he told the CNBC that the choice to resign was entirely his own. Calhoun is scheduled to leave Boeing at the end of the year. This is Bob Bakish. This is Paramount Global. Paramount Global is pending merger with the Skydance, as well as the entertainment company Financial Woes ganged up on Bakish, who reportedly opposed to the merger. Bakish had been Paramount Global and he's been with the company Viacom since 1977. Well, that's a pretty long time. Stefan, was it Schurz? Hertz, that's the company. Scar, who left Hertz in March, led the company's ill-fated move towards electric vehicles and is subsequently pivot away from the EVs. Hertz had to upload about 20,000 EVs after high repair costs and low customer demand due. It's unfortunate. John Donahoe, this is Nike. Donahoe is credited with guiding the shoe and sportswear giant through the COVID supply chain crisis and upgrading Nike's direct-to-consumer sales, but analysts point to the lack of new, innovative products under Donahoe's nearly 5 years at the helm. Nike's former president, Elliot Hill, will take over. Hill retired in 2020 after 32 years with Nike. This one here is Kaz Kobayashi, Warner Music Japan. Is recognized for his artist's first approach to running the music giant for the past decade. Under his guidance, and became one of the top digital first music labels in Japan. Kobayashi is helping the firm in the transition to yet to be named CEO. Randy Goldman, Sony Music, Nashville. A player in Nashville music scene for more than 3 decades. Goldman will retire at the end of this year. He's run his run with Sony's Nashville operation since 2015 and spent 16 years with the RCA before then. Yeah, just name. So, like, it's going to be more. It's not. It's just the beginning of what is, And a lot of people will say, a lot of people went to these entities because of these individuals, and for them to step down for whatever their reasons are, they most likely would take a hit. Most likely artists or creative talent will definitely look elsewhere for, new opportunity, something new and exciting. It seems like what was is not what is as of today. Everything is new now, or will be very, very soon. And I'm saying, why not you and your team or your loved ones or whoever it may be, colleagues that was just thinking about doing something different. Why not get in the entertainment business? There's nothing wrong with that. We need more innovators and new way of thinking, in the industry right now. So it's very unfortunate, but fortunate for most with an opportunity to replace these pioneers in the game. These top CEOs been around 20, 30 years. It's time for something new, something fresh. Next on my radar, this one here, we have, Health is Wealth is on this platform. And a few things came across my radar. Something with Sam's Club. Someone went into Sam's Club, a shopper, and they said the shopper catches Sam's Club putting a new expiration sticker on old orange juice. Their restickering products expiration date are meant to keep consumers informed and safe, but can you really trust them? This is a TikToker that he placed on his social media platform while shopping on Saturday. What is this? At Shirley 33705 shared a short clip to the platform claiming that Sam's Club is up to some shenanigans, showing off a shelf of what clearly labeled 100% orange juice squeezed fresh daily. He accused the store restickering the product to reflect the different expiration date. He points out a bottle as a case in point. The clear label displayed two dates: September 14th, which was smaller at the top, and September 18th, which was more noticeable. The smaller date likely indicates the date the juice was extracted, while the larger dates marks the date it expired. However, he scratched the sticker and uncovered another date underneath. This was for September 16th. The part of the label with the date of bottling came off with the new sticker, but it seemed the date it was bottled might have been September 12th. Hold on. That's four different dates. They saying, well, why would it do it? So this TikToker video has garnered more than 71,000 views to date, leading to some commenters will work kind to understand the reason behind the expiration sticker being altered. One user suggested that it's possible that the person labeling them didn't realize the date was wrong until they had a bunch of label and they added a new sticker. Or was actually the accurate choice. While the technically true, the TikToker replied that the difference in color and selling of the Pope was notable different between what he thought to be yesterday versus today juices. Yeah, he was just saying the commenters was just commenting on it, like his video and stuff like that. A few more people attempted to argue that numerous items are actually safe even after the expiration date. He countered by stating that it isn't referring to the orange juice that lasts longer. It's intended to be freshly squeezed every day at the location implies that it is shorter shelf life, but also that changing the label to suggest it was produced the same day when in reality it was made a day or two before. We'd be internationally deceiving the customers into selling them a lower quality product. He went on to continue to say, as someone who works at a store, sadly, I've seen that crap far too often, and I got me put in the back corner away from people because I pushed back so much about it all. Once commenter claimed we have a local grocery store that scratches out expiration date on dairy products and puts them on sale, wrote a number user. And it's another statement: so much stuff from Sam's expire and they're invented. Only time I bought a fruit platter, it looked fine, and I took it home, and it was all rotten. The original TikToker that wrote this, actually put the clip out, mentioned that he had informed the manager regarding the tags, and he was uncertain whether any action was taken on the matter, but promised to remain vigilant during upcoming visits. Like I said, it's very unfortunate. People are in a rush, in a hurry, supply demand type of ordeal. And they just want what they, came in the store for, not thinking too much about it. I'm not going to say all is never all of anything, but I'm saying that whatever you want to do, just be mindful of what it is that you're doing. Because people that's selling your product and or service, they know you need it, or most likely want it too as well. So they're going to do whatever it takes to just give you what you're asking for. They don't care if it's expiration date, a day or two, or was an accident. These type of things shouldn't really happen. That's showing the workers might be overworking, lack of leadership. It could be a plethora of different things of why this is happening, because something can actually happen to a customer, going in and buy a spoiled product thinking that it's fresh. And what's going on today with health, it's at an all-time high. People got to be careful what they consume. You should always be careful about what you consume, but nowadays you really, because there's a lot of items being recalled on these shelves because it's not good for you. So you would think that, well, he knew to check it. That's why he's talking about it. And I'm glad he did, because at least it can be dealt with and or fixed. So people just be mindful where you're going and get your products from. Just check it. There's a lot of things you should check, right? Not just food. Not just food. So it was something else. This brand here is what is it called? Skinny Pop. It's on my radar. Some of these things people want, but we gotta talk about it. So they saying that the popcorn consumers have filed a lawsuit against Skinny Pop, alleging that the popular popcorn brand misled consumers by significantly underfiling its bags. They saying plaintiffs Cade Bogren, Michelle Bogren, and Jeremiah Tales filed a class action complaint against the Hershey Salty Snack Sales Company, the Hershey Company, and Skinny Pop Popcorn LLC on September 12th in California federal court, alleging violations of state and federal consumers law. The consumers claim that the Skinny Pop product contains up to 43% less popcorn than advertised, violating California and federal law. Plaintiffs also thus alleged that most every size bag provides significantly less popcorn than is promised. The lawsuit says, ain't nothing new. They're saying that the lawsuit centers on the representation of the amount of popcorn in the Skinny Pop bags, which plaintiff claims falls far short of what is promised. According to the complaint, a 4.4 ounce bag of the original flavor is advertised as containing 16.5 cups of popcorn. However, the taste allegedly revealed that these bags contain only 9.5 to 11.5 cups. Similarly, the white cheddar flavor is said to offer 15.4 cups per bag, but plaintiffs asserted the actual amount is closer to 11 cups. The plaintiffs alleged that the Skinny Pop's advertising led consumers to believe they were purchasing a bag filled with advertising amount. However, the bags concealed the true amount of popcorn inside, leaving buyers unaware of the underfilled. The consumers alleges. They are saying, in addition to the underfiling claims, the lawsuit also targets Skinny Pop for alleging misrepresentation of calories count. The plaintiff claimed that if the total calorie count per bag is accurate, the number of calories per serving is higher than advertised. This is to say makes the Skinny branding deceptive, as customers are consuming more calories per serving than they believe. California law requires the labels to accurately reflect the content of the packaging, including weight, volume, and serving size. As a result, the plaintiffs are looking to represent anyone who purchased Skinny Pop popcorn from a retailer in California. They are suing for violations of warranty and unfair competition law, as well as misrepresentation and unjust enrichment. They're seeking certification of the class action, damage, fees, cause, and jury trial. It's very unfortunate that that this is happening, and it seems like it's not just in no particular region or whatever the case may be. This is happening almost like worldwide, with products being recalled around the world, and people just want what they want. People want what they pay for, and they've been in business for however long, telling how long they've been deceiving the consumer. Telling how long they've been taking your money. People just want what they want, not checking for the things that they actually want to make sure that they're actually getting what they pay for. What happened to that? You know what I mean? Over the last few years, though, inflation, prices going up. That's cool. But I remember a time, the bag of chips used to be full, borderline full. You was getting your money's worth. Seemed like they just taking a handful out of the bag before they actually sell it and sell it to you. I don't know, take it for themselves, or they just put it in other bags. How are they, allocating the products? It's if they doing this with popcorn, you couldn't imagine what else they stealing your money. They doing it with popcorn. So, I would like for people to continue to try to check, the things that you are consuming. 1, 2, purchasing, no matter what it is. Just do a little bit of research, homework, ask questions. There's nothing wrong with asking questions. There's nothing wrong with asking questions because you'll be amazed with the answers you receive. Next on my radar, this is a very popular brand here, and it's on my radar. It's not for no, I guess most people say it's not for a good reason, but something has to be done for it to transpire. So Telegram is on my radar. Telegram would now turn over its user's phone number and IP address if it receives a request from authorities. According to just updated privacy policy, if Telegram receives a valid order from the relevant judicial authorities that confirms you are a suspect in a case involving criminal activities that violate the Telegram terms of service, we will perform a legal analysis of the request and may disclose your IP address, phone number to the relevant authorities. The adjustment in the latest change Telegram has made following the arrest of Telegram CEO Pavel Durov last month, who French authorities charged with enabling illegal activity on the platform. In a post to Telegram, Durov says that the company is making these changes deter criminals from abusing the app search function. Telegram search features allow users to look for public channels and bots, but Durov says it's been abused by people to sell illegal goods. Another statement, we made it clear that the IP address and phone numbers of these who violated our rules can be disclosed to relevant authorities and represent a valid legal request, Durov wrote in a post on his Telegram channel. We won't let bad actors jeopardize the integrity of our platform for almost 1 billion users. This was spotted by 44 Media. Telegram laws enforcement policy previously only applied to terror suspects, saying if Telegram receives a court order that confirms you're a terror suspect, we may disclose your IP address and phone number to the relevant authority. Telegram says it would disclose whether it provided user information to authorities in the quarterly transparency report. Telegram lax moderation policy have made the platform a popular spot for criminals. A recent report from the New York Times uncovered thousands of challenges with ties to terrorism, child sexual abuse, material drug trafficking, and extremism. Along with changing Telegram's privacy policy, Durov says moderators are using AI to identify and remove problematic content from the platform's search features. Earlier this month, Telegram changed its language surrounding private chat moderation, also disabled the misuse people nearby features and paused media uploads to its anonymous blogging tool, Telegraph. And Telegram attempts to revise its shady representation. It would likely make even more changes to platform approach to illegal content and moderation. Once again, it's a lot going on with people information. They're giving out information. If you sign up for anything and you check the box and you agree to the terms and policy, this is what's going to happen. And if you do the right thing, you don't really got to worry about it. I don't knock nobody from whatever they're doing. But at the end of the day, they are buckling down on terrorist attack, criminals, all these other things. With what's going on in the world, it's kind of difficult. There's a lot of video out here with people just surviving. They're doing whatever it takes to bring the money in to provide for themselves, loved ones, whatever they would, and by any means. And I see and understand why their policy have changed, because they just at an all-time high. Just things just happening. I'm going to do one more. This one here is Now this way is about construction. The construction giant collapsed and seen about 2,200 job cuts. Thousands of people have lost their jobs after the UK operation of international construction giant ISG collapsed into administration. Some 2,200 workers have been made redundant with immediate effect. Joint administrators EY said in a statement on Friday. The business owned by the U.S. firm Cathias, if I pronounced that correctly, had been struggling financially for some time. Attempts to secure a rescue deal failed, while 200 employees were kept on to assist the administrators in winding down the business, which holds more than $1 billion worth of government contracts. Apple, Barclays, and Google are also among the ISG's private sector clients in the UK. In a widely reported email sent by Chief Executive Zoe Price to all ISG staff on Thursday, she said, some of you may have seen reports in the media that ISG has filed for administration here in the UK. While sadness, I can confirm that this is factually correct. Another statement, this was not the way that I wanted to find out, and the news should not have leaked in the way. She added, Ms. Price says staff will be paid on Monday as normal, and that the current situation has arisen due to issues related to large log-making contracts secured between 2018 and 2020. Trading out these projects has have significant effect on liquidated. So even though we have been profitable this year, our legacy has led us to a point where we have been unable to continue trading. She wrote, Ms. Price, significant efforts have been made to find buyers for the business, but that these has been unsuccessful. Excuse me. EY also said on Friday that no potential buyers that had come forward were able to show that had enough money to finance the operation and kept them afloat in the future. Now, stating we wish to be clear, employees, suppliers, and customers that was not possible to conclude a sale as a potential purchaser could not, despite repeated requests of them to do adequately demonstrate that they had the funding needed, that the business had kept solvent. They said the 8 arms of ISG's UK business, including its engineering and retail branches, have all been placed in administration. The group, which was in the middle of work on numerous government contracts, have made the majority of its 2,400 UK employees redundant with immediate effect, on work on all projects have stopped. The ISG is involved in 69 government projects totaling more than $1 billion, including work on the prison refurbishment, the Ministry of the Justice, according to data analyst Barbara ABI, is also made for 2020 London Olympics. Barbara ABI's chief analyst Ed Griffin said that live projects, including a 300M extension to the Grendon and Spring Hill prison, Buckinghamshire, was just the tip of the iceberg, if I pronounce that correctly. The ripple effect was extremely worried for the hundreds of subcontractors involved, he said, but a government spokesperson said it had already implemented details, continuously plans, and affected departments were working to ensure sites were safe and secure. So the industries, construction, car industry, entertainment, food, catering industry, like I said, most companies in the corporate America and the infrastructure, some of them actually made some good, decent money. They just downgrading the infrastructure in the company, they're just saving money. It's good for the company, but it's not good for the employees. And employees have to go elsewhere to provide for themselves and loved ones. And now, with AI and it's all over, you can utilize it to the best of your ability. But companies, most people are using it. You have, the Tesla cars driving itself. There's a video out there. Someone was at a retail store and they had a camera on the inside showing you that if forgot what retail store it was, but it was a busy parking lot. And it was people walking, people driving, people double parked, and it showed that Tesla was going around cars that was double parked, and people was walking on the opposite side, and it took its time and approached and drove up to the front of the store with the owner, I assume, alerted the vehicle to meet him in the front of the store was just with his phone, and he hops in the car and just drive off. So if that is taking place, that the car is driving itself, it's a lot of people, most people are utilizing, transporting goods, to customers, with using their own vehicles or company vehicles. They call it Uber and Lyft, those type of industries. So if the car is driving itself, from wherever you buying your goods or your product and your service, all they gotta do is place it in the car, and the car would drive straight to the customer. The customer just gotta probably come outside and get it, but so that says that people gotta do something else, because right now it's just starting, just the beginning of something new, and it's going to affect most likely the world. So if you are someone that's making extra money with driving your vehicles and picking up food and taking it to customers, I would say suggest that you get all the money that you possibly can, because that industry is changing too as well. It's changing and it's at a rapid pace, like everything else that's taking place in the world with the economy and corporate America. And most people are just going to get it, right? You go get the money, go get the money, go get the money. If you can, you have your limbs and you can, walk and talk. Most people are just going, with the labor aspect. What I would ask, like I, sometimes do on this platform, no disrespect, reading is fundamental, right? Growing up, most kids, even I didn't really like doing it, to be quite frank. But when things needed to be done, I had to read. Projects had to be turned in, I had to read. Take a test, exam, whatever it was, I had to read, to pass. And, back then as a kid, I was happy about, okay, that's over. Now, older than I'm older and, much, much wiser through, mercy and grace and experience. Knowledge is knowing. And if you don't have the knowledge, you don't know. So that means you would just be thinking. So most people are just thinking and they're just reacting and just doing whatever they're doing, respectfully. But if you just sat down and just, read, well, what would you read? Well, read about the things you dislike that's happening in your life. That's a start. Like the things that you might have a perspective about that shouldn't be happening, like, raising prices and inflations, those type of ordeals, whatever it could be taxes. What, just throwing is just things out there. If things that you dislike, outside of just venting and showcasing, how you feel about whatever you're venting about, how about check into it? Like, how about, really, read about what you dislike? And like I said, you'll be amazed at what you find. You would be amazed about the things that you dislike about what's going on and transpiring in the world, or things that's happening around you. And you have some people, loved ones, friends, whoever it may be, that inform you on certain things and to make you feel better, and then you can kind of forget about it. Or not forget about it, you just don't feel as angry as you once were. But if you read and for yourself, because, most people right now are surviving. Most people that's offering information are charging you, knowledge is power. So if you check into certain things, if people give you, what's the saying? Not an idea, but if someone say, check this out or read up on this, I will advise you to at least check into that and just dive into it in the book. Because the way this world going, I won't be surprised that they shut the world down. So you're going to have more time on your hand to read and spend time with your loved ones and, curate a plan, or if you don't have one already. But it's going to get to that point, around this time that we're gonna have to, spend more time with each other inside once again. How, on what magnitude and or level that this is gonna take place compared to the global pandemic a few years ago, who knows? But relatively very near future, it would definitely will happen. And I just, hope that the people in the community will be much better and situated, because you have people out here that's actually helping from, this digital platform that can help you from this digital platform. Don't necessarily have to meet you in person. And you'll be amazed who are actually helping you. They might most likely be younger than you, someone that you couldn't even imagine will be able to assist you with what you need, because it's going to get to a point about your resources and your know-how. That's what it's coming to. If this world continues the way that it's going, and we gotta take care of one another. We gotta, iron sharp iron. Gotta look out for one another. So I surely appreciate everyone for continuing to tap in on this platform. Check out the merch as I stated, and I surely appreciate it. This is So Good the Podcast. I'm KD. See you later.